Hey Yagmer, welcome to the collective reading. Collective reading. Let me pin this. Good morning. Well, it's not morning. I did sleep in though. I haven't been awake that long. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Hey, Legend. Thank you, Yagmer. Okay, so for collective, so when I do collectives, like it can be like predictive. So we're just going to see what messages wish to come through for collective. What messages wish to come through for collective? I'm also like I'm also accepting donations like at the end of collective. If anyone wants to donate, I am doing that too. But let's do collective here. So what does collective need to know? What's going on with collective? Messages for collective. Let's see. Obstacles to overcome. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Okay, that's the obstacle. But you will be taken care of in difficult times. Nice. Okay, so hills. It's not a mountain, it's a hill. So let's look at hills here. Okay, a series of hills rise in front of the Aquarius. None of them are impossible to climb, they just make the terrain harder to traverse. These hills indicate problems that you will have to face. None of the problems are insurmountable, but they will make your life's journey more difficult. However, just as it is easier to see the surrounding landscape from top of a hill, so too will you find it easier to view your life after solving these problems. Yeah, so it's nothing that you can't transverse, it's nothing that you can't overcome. It's just a pain in the ass. That's what it's saying, basically. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. But once you overcome this, it's like you're able to see things from this higher perspective here. It's kind of you're kind of clearing away certain things so you can see what lies in front of you with like clear sight. So we got feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. A feather blown by the wind comes to rest on the ground next to some dying lilies. The feather tossed by the wind represents the changeable nature of man, and the dying lilies signify the loss of spiritual love. This card forewarns you to be careful about whom you trust. Someone you know will turn out to be undependable or insincere. But the good news, you do have staff. And this can like carry you as you overcome these challenges. The staff here. Let's see. Let's look at the staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. A gnarled and worn staff is within reach. The staff is worn from its constant use by the unseen shepherd and taking care of his flock, guarding them from danger. So you are being protected. Just be mindful of who you trust. I think you're going to know who this is. This card signifies that the unseen shepherd will be watching over you and will guide you through difficult and dangerous times. So that's good. You're not alone in this either. So let's see what comes through with the astrology cards. These are really good for collective, and it's kind of giving us more insight about this reading here. So let's look at collective. High Priestess. Messages for collective. Messages for collective. Unseen Shepherd. I like that. Messages for collective. Void of course missing. Yeah, you have fire and earth here, Sagittarius. It's like you're purifying your foundations as you're exploring with the Sagittarius, gaining information. The void of course missing. Void of course. Oh my god, 52. All is not as it seems. The void of course moon can be daunting. It may not be a good or appropriate time to answer your question. As it is now, the results may not be what you want. So these are the hills here. This card says, sit still and stay as you are. Take no action at the current time. Wait for the storm to pass over. It is time to be present and allow matters to settle before beginning anew. Allow this matter to resolve on its own without your help, work, or interference. You do have this unseen shepherd that's guiding you. Don't bail anyone out or make loans currently because it's unlikely you will be repaid. So that might be like something along those lines with the be careful who you trust. Medical results will probably not be accurate. Entertainment purposes only. If your question's about a job or career move, then it's not the right one. If you apply for a job and get hired, it will not be long lasting. It's possible you will get hired and then a more suitable job will come along and you'll have to leave the first one. After a long and costly effort, your matter in question may fail. People around you may start behaving like screw ups. Yeah, the feather. It could be that great passions are playing against you. Discipline is needed. It's not a time to act impulsively. Whatever you do as your routine will stay as it is. However, matters that are unplanned or spontaneous will tend to work out for you. Okay, so that's good. A void of course moon can be used to your benefit, so keep this in mind when this card shows up in a spread. For instance, you can work on something you really don't want. You can interact with persons you really don't want to become a fixture in your life. Embarking on anything new or untried will tend to go wrong. In other words, when the void of course moon presents itself in a spread, if you agree to plans you don't really want to come about, then it very likely they will not come about. It's like an introvert's dream. However, meditation and any type of psychic or spiritual efforts will work out better when the void of course moon card turns up. It's a good time to dream and even make plans, just don't act on them yet. Also, do not plan a wedding if this card comes up. Keep in mind the time is not yet ripe. Yes, there could be frustrations, delays, promises not met, unfulfilled plans, false starts. But it's a time to float or rest. There is serendipitous occurrences too, because we did see anything spontaneous or unplanned will work out for you. Isn't that what that says? Yeah, however, matters that are unplanned or spontaneous will tend to work out for you. And your routine will stay as it is. Let's see what else I get here. Yeah, things begun requiring adjustments later. So you may begin something and might have to like go back to the drawing board, maybe readjust here. I am Melody. I will be. So let's do the Tau Oracle and let's just see where you are and where you're heading. Because that voided course moon, there's a lot going on with that. So let's just see. But again, it can be used to your benefit, especially doing like psychic meditation work, you know. See, where is collective and where is collective heading? Because you have this unseen shepherd that's guiding you. Like you will be taken care of in difficult times. So where is collective and where is collective heading? Where is collective and where is collective heading? Ooh, very determined. Where is collective heading? Oh, progress. Yeah, so there's progress here. There's turning point, start of a new cycle, regeneration, steady improvements, happiness, delight, open communication, self-expression, nourishment, well-being, creating balance, nurturing the body, mind, and spirit. So again, there's that rest. But very determined resoluteness to overcome these challenges. Being mindful of who you trust. Sticking to routine, but you might have something spontaneous that's going to work out, like something spontaneous, unplanned. But does say make plans, just don't act on them yet. So we do have resoluteness here. Test of character, self-examination. Let's see. You are going to be making progress. I love this card right here. It's like you're going from self-examination, determination, unwavering focus, inner resolve to this place of advancement, appreciation, achievement, steady gains, and increased clarity. How many rivers you have already crossed? However many rivers you have already crossed, a time will arrive when your tenacity and inner resolve are again put to the test. Such moments can be terribly disheartening and exhausting, and they threaten to destroy your sense of progress. Oh, but it's not going to. You may feel as if you're in a confrontation with a brick wall, as the hurdles that seem insignificant before appear insurmountable now. Appear, but we did see that they're not actually insurmountable. The tension is exasperated by weakened resolve and the fear of making foolish decisions that could undermine what has been accomplished. When you find yourself in a crisis where everything seems at the point of breakdown, avoid reacting aggressively, getting defensive, or trying to combat the problem head on. Like being caught in quicksand, the more you struggle, the more you'll be sucked in. That's what this card here was talking about. Surviving difficult challenges depends upon your ability to stay centered, focused, and as calm as possible. Reacting emotionally to a crisis will only compound the difficulties. Be firm, yet flexible, and work steadily to resolve the situation. It may take a good deal more time and energy than you expected, but adopting a non dogmatic approach and keeping things in perspective is a solution now. Trying to restore harmony at the same time avoid extremes of attitude or behavior can feel like taming wild animals that are running in every direction at once. Nevertheless, what is really at issue is more subtle than you think. Can you remain uncompromisingly focused on your goal? Take time to examine what has been motivating you and weed out any half truths or grandiose and egotistic ideas you may have been harboring. That way you can see your life more clearly, like what this card was talking about. Looking for the quickest way out of a bad situation isn't necessarily going to help. It may actually divert you from the step by step work of taking responsibility for your actions. Any half heartedness on your part will weaken your credibility and eventually create mistrust in others. Feigning aloofness, making a show of strength, or any other face saving ploys aren't going to help either. You'll just look foolish and will still have to deal with the real challenges. Be as creative as possible and stay very alert while plotting a course through this minefield of difficulties. Yeah, it does look like a minefield, doesn't it? All the hills. Yeah. But only by deeply trusting in yourself and the power of intuitive guidance can you find a resolution. Yeah, and you do have this like unseen shepherd that's guiding you. I like this card there. Even if you disagree with what others have to say, do not react or argue, but stay open and hear them out. When a breakthrough seems imminent, remember to remain alert. The real moment of resolution will become apparent in due course. It cannot be forced. Resoluteness requires cool detachment, patience, and unwavering purpose. Being flexible enough to move with the changes without compromising your vision is the key to success. The image of Bodhidharma, the sage who carried the teachings of Buddha from India across the Himalayas to China, portrays the uncompromising integrity and absolute focus that is possible when we are deeply rooted in our truth. Yeah, the staff can also be your why, your purpose for doing something, like holding on to that can be part of the unseen shepherd. Thanks to Bodhidharma's tenacity and strength of character, he finally reached his goal, and Buddhism took hold and spread throughout the East. This is resoluteness, the unwavering quality that makes it possible to endure all kinds of mental and physical hardships, external pressures, or emotional intrigues whenever they arise on your path. But look at this, look at where you're heading. Let's look at the changing lines. Ooh, there's a lot going on. We got a lot of changing lines here. Let's see, we got 3, 5. Wow, 5 changing lines. All about change, all about you searching for freedom. Learning a lot too with 5. You wanting to expand beyond what you know, yeah. So we got stop and reconsider what is really required of you before attempting to take on anything more. You've either overestimated your capacity or underestimated what would be needed, and now must cut back your involvement considerably. That could be this moon here, the void of course moon, like nothing will come of the situation. Pushing ahead will only create further problems. 2, you may feel you're constantly rushing around, putting out fires, and thus cannot afford to rest even for a moment, that you must stay absolutely alert. If you can let up a bit, but become aware of self-defeating patterns in your character and are willing to deal with external difficulties, You'll find that not only can you handle whatever arises, but you may become quite skillful at coping with adversity. Test of character, yeah. Making progress. Ain't nothing going to keep you down, collective. Let's see. 3. Between a rock and a hard place, you're faced with difficult decisions. Although others have distorted ideas regarding your position, you must stay true to what you know to be right, even if it feels as though you're utterly alone in the choices you make. You are continually confronted by difficulties that threaten to drain away your energy and resolve. Nevertheless, going straight to the roots of each problem and uncompromisingly dealing with it in the best way possible is all you can do. Only in this way will you remain above reproach. And just when it appears you've achieved a victory and can relax, you must be the most alert. The fact that out of unawareness, negative influence is buried within yourself or in others can undermine and thus defeat all that has been created up to now. This would be an unfortunate loss. Move into progress here. There is an old saying, "In the bright light of day, all things become known." Circumstances are accelerating towards that illuminated zenith now. The outlook is brighter, and all signs point towards an increasingly more rapid progression of events. It is also true, that the brightening light of day represents expanded awareness that is revelatory and exposing. It increases the likelihood of careful scrutiny of our actions and attitudes in many dimensions of life. Anything that once was unknown, unclear, or undercover may now be brought to light. If what has been developing is greater maturity and an increasing spirit of harmony, then there will be no need for concern or guilt in the exposure. I think what's being seen is your character. And also, finding out this undependable, insincere situation or person here. When we are sincere and resolute in our approach to life, taking no one for granted, then finding oneself in the spotlight is not a cause for alarm. Rather, you can observe life more keenly, and even sudden turns of events are appreciated as part of the natural progression of things and are accepted as such. If, on the other hand, you have been working behind the scenes to embellish your own reputation or enhance your position at the expense of others, all the manipulations that have gone into such efforts are, under the present circumstances, likely to be exposed. The ego enjoys letting it be known how hard it has worked to finally achieve a much deserved and probably long overdue moment of recognition. And once it has been sated by the applause, it is often all too ready to start slacking off. That was one of the things, is like, don't slack when you have that success. An irresponsible or self-involved attitude is driven primarily by the need to impress others with achievements. This is a kind of narcissistic condition that only ever feels okay when others acknowledge its specialness. But indulging this tenacity has the unfortunate side effect of diminishing what could otherwise have been a peak moment of opportunity, simply because you're so involved in patting your own back that you lose your sense of timing. Recognizing the timelessness of things requires a single pointed attentiveness in order to discern the subtle signs of change that support your next move. Working in accordance with the time will sharpen your attention and your ability to sidestep the inconsequential. It is wiser to put your energy into increased alertness as soon as the cycle begins to peak. Otherwise, there is a danger that when the opportunity for progress is at its height, you will be snoozing under a shady tree, lulled to sleep by the assumption that you've already done enough and now it's time for a nap. Being alert now to the subtle nuances of what is happening around you will help you to stay self contained, energetically supported by the steadily increasing wave of progress that characterizes this time. The positive effects of your endeavors will be naturally and effortlessly multiplied for one and all. Taking care of the business at hand helps you to keep your feet on the ground in spite of your being in the limelight. This is not to say that the sweetness of the moment should not be savored. There is no full stop in the journey of life. Rather, the journey itself is the goal. Very interesting reading for collective thus far. Oh, that's the wrong. Yeah, so be on the look for opportunities that may arise kind of spontaneously, is what I'm getting. Today. Oh, very interesting collective reading. So let's let me kind of put these cards up here. Give me 1 second. Let's use this my new deck here, this Cosmic Creatures, and let's just see what animal best represents collective at this time, because that was kind of an interesting reading. Like, I do see you being very determined and in your integrity as you're wanting to overcome these challenges in your life. Your routine will stay as it is, but anything planned and spontaneous will work out for you. And it's good to make plans right now, just don't act on them quite yet. As I feel like you're kind of working through like little kinks and stuff like that, is what I'm seeing. And stay connected to your why, the purpose for something that you're doing. Just be careful who you trust as well with that feather card. So let's see. What animal best represents collective at this point? The duck. Yeah, so you are talented on land and on water. So let's see. Safety, comfort, and community. Wading in the water, ducks glide effortlessly in the realm of emotions, encouraging you to explore your unconscious impulses. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and share your feelings with your community. You're more supported than you may realize. The duck values its flock and tends to go with the flow for the sake of keeping the peace. You are a protector of harmony, preferring to coast on the water and stay on a clear path. Entanglements and confrontations can easily affect you as you have a soft spirit and a big heart. It's important to maintain boundaries to keep your head above water. The duck can both swim and fly, paddling on the ripples of emotions to then soar into the freedom of the sky. Explore your emotional world and get comfortable there. The duck tends to stay in its comfort zone, which is where you feel safe. The sky will always be there when you're ready to fly. Very interesting. Okay. I think that's where I'm going to close out the collective, not unless you guys want to look at specifically career and love or something like that. I know Melody donated. Melody donated for like 4 questions. Melody, are you here? Okay, what's your question? Your first question, Melody. I'll go ahead and answer you. It was a really interesting collective. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that, see if I get any other messages, because very interesting collective, but a lot of progress though. You're gaining clarity. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What is Dez's overall energy towards Melody right now? What is Dez's overall energy right now towards Melody? Hierophant. He does. He's like. Hierophant can be like an ideal partner. He's trying to learn here with the Hierophant. He's trying to honor his values with the Hierophant there. He is pulled back with the Three of Cups, pulled back from connecting, trying to adjust to the new energy. He is a bit detached, but he's like kind of reviewing situation with the Page of Swords. Like he's trying to get insight into the situation. Trying to have grace and forgiveness of the situation too with the Hierophant there. Let's see, what is D's feelings for Melody right now? D's feelings for Melody right now. He does feel soul bond, High Priestess. But there is lust, but he is kind of guarded a little bit with the Nine of Wands because of the truth, right? Because of what has transpired. So, but there's still this like attraction towards you, this draw towards you. But he's trying to stand by what he believes is the right thing to do, which makes sense, you know. I will, Legend. Most likely, yes. What is D's intentions with Melody right now? I'm trying to prepare for like this new beginning. He does miss you. And, you know, he wants to make sacrifices, but to have you in his life, but he feels like there's a lot of challenges with doing that, you know, rumors, stuff like that, gossip. Makes it more challenging. But his intention is to have compassion, empathy towards you. He's maybe looking at maybe opportunity about how to turn the situation around in some way. Okay, Legend, enjoy the game. He's not sure yet. Because of the challenge, the instability in it. You know, so he's not sure yet. March Madness. Oh yeah, Legend. What is these next actions towards Melody? Yeah, I think so, yeah. And he's trying to figure out like how he can kind of turn the situation around, you know, like what are his options here? Because he feels like he doesn't have very many. What is D's next actions towards Melody? Trying to move forward, Chariot. There you are, Taurus. No, you're Scorpio. He's trying to get his priorities in order with that Eight of Wands. Like, he does still feel like the door is still open between you two. Like, the bridge isn't burned or anything. But he's trying to move forward to get his priorities in order. Because he does want to protect his career, Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant. But he also... There is a part of him that still wants to hold on to the situation. So... He's trying to balance out his attraction for you and the clarity, the double-edged sword of the situation with the military, so he can move forward in life in a balanced way while being mindful of not just his emotion, but your emotion too. I can't tell if he's wanting to move forward in the connection or single, because there's one person on the Chariot card. High Priestess is kind of pulled back. Like there's still interest there. But I think it's because he's still, he doesn't know, yeah. IMP. Maybe wise. Yeah, he's trying to follow his guidance. Yeah, he's still a little bitter about the whole situation, not towards you, but he's trying to be detached from that. But like, there is this desire to still like possess you, you know? But he's trying to trust his guidance here with the Hierophant. No, I've had this deck for a while. I do have a new deck that might be here Monday, like tomorrow or Tuesday, and you guys are going to love that one. I think it's like 200, it's either 230 or 260 cards. It's like, well, I'll show you later. I'll show you when we get him. Yeah, it's a lot of them. You guys might like the artwork on them. See, what's the, these feelings for Melody? Yeah, like he does feel a bond. Yeah, what we're getting. But he's focused on career. It's like he's still holding on, but holding on causes some discomfort, you know, because of what's happened. But he does feel the bond, but he's putting career over love. You can pee. What is these intentions with Melody? He has sincere intentions. Like he's daydreaming about what can be, fantasizing about you, but there's fear and worry, emotional instability because of the challenges. What is Dee's next actions towards Melody? Hey, Crystal. You can. What's Dee's next actions towards Melody? Yeah, he's trying to avoid negative situation. Yeah, because he feels there's hard time communicating, hard time getting together, a lot of challenges here. So he's just kind of taking things slow because he's trying to avoid a bad situation. So it looks like he's trying to move forward here. He's choosing career over love, looks like Melody. at this point. It just sucks, you know? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I do see that happening. It's just disappointing, though. What's your next question? Well, let me go get some more coffee. Okay, P, I can get you after Melody. One second. You go ahead and post, Melody. I'll be back. Okay. See, what does D want when it comes to him and Melody? Yeah, he wants the connection, but he's apologetic because he has to hide it. You know? So he's feeling pressure there. I don't have a message deck, no. I do have one that I like, a deck that I made. We might be able to get like something like it's got words on it if you remember. Like sometimes it works out good for that. We can try it and see. I don't have a message deck though. I should probably get one, but I don't have one. I don't know which one to get. There's so many of them. Probably should make one, but like what does D want Melody to know? Like what does he want to say to Melody? D. Broken. He's broken and triggered. And he's trying to figure out. Yeah, it's like he wants to heal, to have success, but he's overthinking strategy with lover, with you. So, He feels broken and triggered, but like he's overthinking strategy, like he's trying to figure it out. To balance. Boundary, yeah. Lose. Yeah, he has to find balance and find proper boundaries so he doesn't lose his career and he doesn't want to lose you either. But the answer he feels like is right. Like when it comes to being able to connect with you in a long term, he's like doesn't really trust the situation because of the risk it would take to his career. So he's trying to pull back and just rest his mind to create structure. Yeah, he's gonna text slow. It's gonna be a while. So he's just kind of taking a break, trying to structure things like what we've seen, and he's just kind of pulling back here. I'm glad I made that deck. It comes in handy sometimes. What do you mean in regards to what? It's like he does want his career. It's like he's choosing his career over love. You know? See, what else does he want? Like in regards to you? Yeah, he doesn't know. It's a tricky situation. Yeah. He feels like it's just fantasy. Like he does want sexual chemistry, like to come with you, come together, come with you. Yeah. But he feels like can't have that. Like it's not pure because it was something that would have to be hidden and there's challenges with it. So he's like hot and cold. He doesn't know. He's a tricky situation. Like he does want intimacy with you, but it's a tricky situation. It's hard to figure out. But he's trying to figure it out. We did my number 2 and 3 together. What does that mean? Oh, your questions? Oh, okay. I got you. I was like, what is that? Is that like some kind of sexual innuendo or something? Do you just want a platonic friendship, you know? I guess he could, but he would have feelings. He would have to figure it out. He would have to get like control his emotion, be strategic, kind of transform situation here. Like It would take overcoming, like, the emotional challenge that he's feeling when it comes to the risk with his career, because he's choosing career over love, right? And he'll always choose his career over this connection. But you could have a friendship, loyalty, and support from him. Just like you, like if it came down to it, I think you would choose your career because you have goals here, you know? Yeah. Right, yeah. Right. Some you don't want to risk. You don't want to risk it, Melody. Just because people up in your business and stuff. You worked hard to get where you are, to stay where you are, you know? Yeah. He's just apologetic about the whole thing. You are too, you know? What's your next question? What makes him still attracted to Melody? I'm not pulling out the other decks. It'd just be like the same. Your you being in the military, your determination, your energy, all that stuff. Let's see. Okay. Changing the question. So what question do you have? What does he want Melody to do when it comes to them? Yeah, he wants you to still have feelings for him, to wish for him. Maybe try and come up with a strategy where you can keep things secret and have intimate connection with the lily. Yeah. What does he want from Melody? groundedness. He wants to approach situation in a new way. It's like he wants groundedness. He wants you to be grounded and to move forward step by step and don't give up. The whip's kind of like, keep going, move forward step by step, keep moving towards your goals. Embrace change, yeah. And try to keep things secret here. I would have to move on. I would have to move on to P. But I can get you after P, Melody. If you want to ask another. You have a weird question? Okay. Oh, Lord. Hey, Gypsy. Are you here, P? It's super bad. Oh, no. Oh. I don't know what that means. Okay. Yeah, I'll try. Are you here, P? I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back. Hey, High Priestess. Yeah? Okay, Melody, I can go ahead and answer you because I think P's like stepped out. So we can go ahead and answer you, Melody. For your weird question that hopefully I'll be able to answer. Okay, High Priestess. There you are, P. Okay, give me 1 second, Melody. Okay, P, what's your question? First question. Yeah, we can look into that, Melody. No, you're okay, P. Okay, High Priestess, I can get you after Melody. Okay, Crystal, I can get you after High Priestess. Let me get a... See, we got Melody, High Priestess, and Crystal. Okay. Tell me why Richard's being a little distant to me. Is that cool? Probably work. I don't know why I reached for this deck. We're gonna see what card comes out. Why is thanks P. Why is Melody Why is Richard being a little distant with P? Why is Richard being a little distant with P? So maybe something new he's working on with the child. The emergence of a new hobby or passion. It could be work, new projects, new job, new projects, new ideas. Something new here that's going on, it looks like. So it looks like work. Let's see. I don't know why I reached for this deck either. Yeah, it's like a gypsy deck. It's a gypsy oracle. I got it off of Etsy. I got a mystical Kipper. It's a mystical Kipper deck coming, but it won't be here until sometime later in April for some reason. Okay, High Priestess. Let's see. Why is Richard being distant with P? Yeah, it's like he's got things, he's inspirations. Yeah, and he's got decisions to make. Yeah, he got good luck, but it's like problems, challenges that he's solving that he's trying to influence or make an impact with. He's got decisions to make, things to figure out here, things to do. It's work. It's work. It's like new things he's dealing with work. Like he's having to figure things out, make tough decisions. Yeah, it's work. It's always work with him, you know? It's always work with him. What's Richard's overall energy towards P? Yeah, it's always work. Hey, Christian. What's Richard's overall energy towards P? He's still like nurturing towards you. Yeah, he is trying to stay balanced here with career and work and stuff. Be considerate of your emotion at the same time. He's trying to regulate himself, stay balanced. He's got goals with the World card that he's trying to accomplish, but his energy towards you is still that of care with the Queen of Pentacles. He still feels like Queens is like interpersonal connection. So Kings is more about achievement. So he does feel like an interpersonal connection to you, where there's like care with the Queen of Pentacles there. He's trying to be responsible. Yeah. So it's work. Yeah, and there's attraction too. But yeah, he's just got work here. He does feel connection. You got 3 queens. Queens about, again, interpersonal connection. Kings is about outward achievement. So he does feel this connection to you. He just he's having to kind of make decisions here involving his job and work. So that's like his priority at the moment. But there's still like attraction and warmth and stuff towards you. What is this? It's tarot. These are oracles here. Yeah, I don't know, P. Let's see. It actually, the tarot used to be a card game when it was first created. It used to be a card game. As people found out that it can predict events, so they started using it in such a way. Yeah, in Italy, yeah. And it's interesting, yeah. What does P need to know about connection with Richard? Yeah, that's good, P. Oh, yeah, that's good, P. Yeah. That's good for the throat chakra, too. Help cleanse the throat chakra. What's P need to know about connection with Richard? See if you get a pop out. You need to know about connection with Richard. Lack of clarity. A love interest is wavering, unsure of what he or she wants from a relationship. You can either accept this wavering or move on. Well, yeah. What else does P need to know about connection with Richard? Well, I feel like that's what you're working on, P. Yeah. This relationship you're entertaining could bring you painful lessons. You may want to consider whether it's a lesson you really need to learn. Anything else? Things because they're wavering. It's like uncertainty, where you stand, where the situation's going. You may be wondering if they're the ones. Is the current love interest may be the one you've been waiting for. There's real love potential, but it's stuck. Are you waiting for someone or something to change? Try not to put your life on hold in this way. It's time to move forward. Yeah, it's like there's a lack of clarity in this relationship entertaining could bring you painful lessons because there's not a lot of certainty. I don't know if he's ever going to make a move or anything like that. And it's just a little stuck. Yeah. What's your other question, P? What's that, Christian? Suful. What do you see happening next career wise? Looking for better opportunity. I've been applying, but still not a lot of action. Okay, let's see. What's happening next for P career wise? Yeah, it's true, P. Yeah. What's happening for P next career wise? Oh yeah. When you were a student, so you had other things to occupy yourself with, but still. Yeah, the rebel. Student, yeah. I mean, yeah, you were like you were being a rebel then. Oh. What's happening next for P career wise? Oh, well, some situations that need a resolution will be resolved and healed. You're being guided to replenish your energy to fully energize to prepare for what's next. Yeah, it's like you're believing in your dreams and passions, following them. Whatever led you to this point in your life, it was directed to your higher purpose. New exciting adventures await you. Don't look back, only look to the future. I do see you like reaching out, like standing out here. The universe is working with you to guide you. Believe in its subtle magnetism. Yeah, so I do see the situation will be resolved and healed as you're believing in your dreams and passions. New exciting adventures await you. The universe is working with you. Believe in its subtle magnetism to guide you. So you are being guided. You have natural talents, gifts, and abilities just waiting to be discovered. Explore them. Reconsider that decision. Because something in your life needs to be brought into alignment. Yeah, like you have certain gifts that you're meant to explore here. And you are being guided. Yeah, I think so. You're really good with something with your hands. Like you're really good like with working with your hands here. Think of ways to generate money that no one has ever done before. Try something new, which is what you're doing. So you're applying diplomacy and tact to difficult situation. Yeah, being at peace with being able to explore opportunities here. Yeah, I do see like you do have gifts, like things that can help you stand out, but you have to overcome your fear of success or failure. Don't allow your fear make you forget your greatness. Remain positive and on track. And it may require you to step out of your comfort zone to achieve the abundance you desire. Yes, you might have to step outside comfort zone here coming up. If not already, you know? Yeah, Ganesh. Good eye. Yeah, it's like you do have ability to fix finances here. Like you are going to find solution, P. Just make sure your emotions don't affect your finances. You're paying too much attention to your love life and ignoring your career. I think you're guided to approach situation with a win-win, like balance that out, you know? But you're either about to take your finance to the next level or it's time that you do. If your finances haven't improved yet, you can be certain they will soon. And there's a chance of something extra in the air. You just have to overcome your fear of success or failure. Like there is opportunity here to stand out, to balance things out here. Where maybe you can earn money doing something that you love because you're really good with something with your hands here. You have gifts that certain talents and gifts. Like the hands is like standing out to me. Let's pull 3 cards from here and let's look at career because there's like career messages here. So what does P need to know in terms of career? What's her fortune here? What does P need to know in terms of career? Yeah, you may be looking for a change of job, fighting with competitors, intrigues. That dismissal probability. Yeah, it's like you're wanting to change jobs here, and you could be uncertain about which job to take, though there's this desire for something new. Yeah, is what I'm seeing there. So you may feel like a little bit of a loss of direction, but you're desiring something more here. Yeah, when it comes to change job. It says you really need a vacation. You are tired. P needs rest. P needs vacation. A corporate party or vacation in general. Yeah, there's like this longing for a break, like a vacation. When's the last time you had a vacation, P? Yeah, yeah, never had one since you moved. Wow, yeah. I do see you exploring new job, new projects, new ideas. Problems that, but there's doubts, conflicted, success in business, a new position. But I think you're just kind of overcoming fear here about, creating new. So maybe before you make decision about it, P, take a little vacation. Yeah. Yeah, this can be like any type of, not always an illness, apathy, depression, laziness, which you're not lazy. You're just feeling a bit unfulfilled and tired. Bored or something. But yeah, just take some time. Maybe take a vacation before you decide, just kind of give yourself some time. Yeah. Yeah, because you're like longing for more. Math lecture. You like math? Math like wakes up my brain. I like math. Gives me energy, which I haven't done it in a while, but sometimes it wakes my brain up better than coffee does. Yeah, Kristen says you got this, P. I never took trig. But since you hadn't had a vacation like ever since you've moved, like maybe give yourself some time. Yeah. Hey, J-Lo-C. Okay, Melody, are you here? I'm doing good, J-Lo-C. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, P, you okay? That's okay. It's okay to be okay. You be after Melody, High Priestess, and I'm on Melody right now. So, Melody, what's your... Oh, you want to know about the dream, right? Yeah, it's because you're just tired, P. Like, yeah, you need some like fresh energy and a vacation. You just need some time, just kind of decompress a little, P. So yeah, so give us some thought about taking a little vacation. I mean, springtime, UNC has secret interests. Okay, yeah, let's see. Does Melody's UNC have romantic interest in Melody? Yeah, your uncle. Oh no, ugh. God, I hope not, Melody. Please don't say yes, cards. Please don't say yes. Please don't say yes. Does Melody's... Oh, God, Melody. Does Melody's uncle have romantic interest in Melody? Oh, God, I'm feeling nauseous. Melody's uncle has romantic in Melody. I'm getting a yes, but I don't know. Romantic. Okay, let's see. Does he have sexual interest in Melody? That's like... Because maybe he just loves you, So let's see. Does he have sexual interest in Melody? No. Okay. Whew. Thank you, Spirit. Oh. Oh yeah, overthinking and everything. Yeah. So we're gonna see what that. Yeah. That's good, P. Yeah. No, Spirit knows which one. So what was the dream? Kaja. Let's see what the dream. Oh yeah, P. Mm-hmm. So you decided to give yourself a bit more freedom, which is good. Mm-hmm. It's good, P. Proud of you, P. You're welcome. Is Melody's uncle Marquise cheating? Like sexually cheating? Like Empress? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. There's loyalty, Queen of Wands. I don't think so, Melody. Though he could be like open to other opportunities with the Three of Wands there. He could flirt, but he's loyal. King of Wands. But I guess if the right opportunity came along, you know, maybe. But he seems pretty loyal, King of Wands. She's loyal too. You can try and see. I'll try and see, Melody, what that dream means. He's a little flirtatious, but he looks pretty loyal. We can try and see, Melody. So what did this dream mean for Melody? What's the message in the dream? I wonder if it's like kind of a message of something being kind of taboo or forbidden, right? Because that's weird dream. And I'm wondering if it's kind of like a way for you to process what's happening with you and D, because that's forbidden or taboo in the military. Yeah. So I'm thinking that's what it is, because it's something about being forbidden or taboo and interest, like against values. So I think that's what it means, Melody. It's a way for you to process, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and like it's like you have to come from like your convictions and what you believe is the right thing to do. Yeah, he wasn't thinking about anybody else or nothing. Yeah. It's a way for you to review the past in that way and think about where your values lie. That's what I'm getting, Melody. Yeah, the cousin could represent the military or something like that, you know? No, like we're talking about the situation with D. I think that's why it's coming up, because it's supposed to be okay, Crystal. I got you. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense to me, Melody. I think that's what it's representing here. Military being like family, right? I think that's what it's representing, Melody. You're welcome. This is a way for you to kind of process situation. Yeah. Well, you understand it, Okay, High Priestess. Okay, Melody. See you later. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your Sunday. Get yourself something good to eat. Paint that turtle or something. Thanks, Melody. You gave up on the turtle? Oh, no. Try the panda then. Yeah, High Priestess, I am. You can post. Hey, Kaylee. Hey, hey. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's do the astrology deck. I'm going to pay the fee for the sheriff to serve him. Oh. High Priest is going to be savoring the moment. Let's see. So, if High Priestess takes Crystal Court here, files enforcement with the court to force Piss. I called him Piss. Oh. Oh no. To force Chris to pay High Priestess the money he owes her on the house. How would that go? Like, would she win? Like, how would that go? How would it go? High Priestess files an enforcement with the court to force Chris to pay the money he owes her on the house. How will that go? Like, will she be successful? Will she win? Will she get the money? Venus love. Oh, that's all about money. sacrifice, abundance, communicating sacrifice. Venus is about money. Expensive purchases. And it rules Libra. Money, being paid or rewarded for something, luxury items, caving into romantic pressure, so be careful. Improvements made to the home. You may use it to improve the home. Where you want the good life. Buying objects that are beautiful. Venus also rules money, especially money shared in a partnership or marriage. But this can be a business enterprise as well. Money worries should find resolution. Hey, Starry Night, you can. Venus is the most humane and fair of the planets, so you may be asked or feel compelled to settle a dispute. Courts, law, and judgments may factor in. But more than this, card indicates either a new love coming into your life or the improvement or a new start for an older love relationship. So you may want to pull out the charm. It's a good period to smooth ruffled feathers and make peace with others. Using diplomacy will serve you monumentously at this time. If you check right here, Starry Night, you'll see 3 dots, and it'll take you to the description, and in that, you'll see PayPal and Cash App. Now, I'm on High Priestess now. I'm sorry you got a migraine, Starry Night. That sucks. No, I'm on High Priestess now. You would be after High Priestess. Would High Priestess be successful? Six of Cups, you may receive gift. High Priestess. Something's going to come to light. It's going to be to your benefit. Cause and effect, Six of Cups. I never thought about that, but it's gonna be challenge, but you can do it. It's gonna be challenges. You may feel like you're gonna be a bit of the squeeze. You're gonna put him in the squeeze, but Saturn, Mercury. Hey, Lily. I think I'm going. This is just collective and like paid readings, but we'll be live again later to do free and paid. I'm gonna hop off here and grab something to eat, and then kind of rest up a little bit. Then I'll probably be live again. Yeah, that's right. Yes, I do see thinking things through, making judgment, and looking for to invest here. King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, Fool, Star. I do see healing here. You two are going to have a heart-to-heart communication about it, High Priestess. He's going to wish that you kind of pull back, kind of think about things. There's going to be a heart-to-heart communication, some sort of agreement. Okay, Starry Night. So with the love, just be careful, because if it's not something you want, you know, there is a chance that, you know, there could be a passionate start or something. But you got good fortune here. Queen of Pentacles. I don't see the Libra card. Like, I don't see Justice or the Ten of Pentacles or nothing. So I think there's things that's going to play into the situation. I don't know if you two are going to try to work something out outside of the court. I don't see arguing. I don't see that. I do see him being a little guarded here. Yeah, you're like, yeah, no, we're going to take care of this. Yeah, he's going to be in his head. But, yeah, and he's going to try to get more information there. I see you getting money. Closing it out, success. I see you getting money. Yeah, I think so, High Priestess. Yeah. Because it looks like there's a heart-to-heart communication. Like, he's going to try to get Empress to kind of think about things in another way and have like a heart-to-heart communication. Not passionate, but like taking action. And he's going to want to come towards you and be like, hey, like, let's kind of talk about this. You know, he's got anxiety around being able to pay. But I do see you getting something here. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Improvement in finances, Six of Swords. Some sort of success or victory with the world. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna want to try to work things out here. Talk heart to heart. Hence the love here. So, like this card was saying, he may try to charm you. People will generally be sweeter. It's a good period to smooth ruffled feathers or to make peace with others. Using diplomacy will serve you monumentously at this time, yeah. But I do see you getting some sort of money. Money worries should find resolution. Yeah, you might feel compelled to settle a dispute. You're found very attractive at the present moment and maybe the subject of some advances. Yeah. But it will. We did see the Saturn. If so, the love will be seem cold or restrictive. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's going to go as far as court, but I do see you receiving some form of money with that Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So may want to kind of settle dispute outside of court. Potentially. Because he's going to be very stressed. Kick rocks with no shoes on. Yeah. You can, Starry Night. But you're up now. Yeah, I think High Priestess. He's going to try, but I see you getting something with that Ace of Pentacles. You have the Six of Cups, you receiving something. Well, it could be something new. Ace of Pentacles, it can be new money. So, I don't know. It looks like he's going to try to have a heart-to-heart, kind of work things out, like, outside of court. Like, I did see the Judgment, though. You did have the Judgment there. But he might try to offer you something, like, another way. Yeah, Starry Night. Yeah, you can post. But you will be receiving something. The Six of Cups there. You're welcome. Well, that's no stupid question, Starry Night. Let's see. What would get Joseph Aries to win a long-term relationship? Let's see. What would get Joseph the Aries to win a long-term relationship with Starry Night? Yeah, that's true, Starry. overcoming power. He's got a power struggle with it. Yeah, it looks like he's kind of a hermit here. But I think a deepening of the bond and having like have it bring him more of a sense of peace, where he's at peace in the connection just as much as he's at peace while he's alone. So if the connection becomes like a place of great peace and overcome power struggle here, you got 2 8s. Able to leave the past behind and work on new beginning, where it's more of a place of peace. Yeah. See, it would have to come from him. Fear. Unless his ex is a Pisces. Yeah, walk away from the hermit energy too. Walk away from complacence. There's the connection where you can overcome challenge. Where he feels like, you know, he needs it. And devil. He doesn't want to let go of it. Yeah, it would take a lot. It would take it not being like you would have to see it as more of a place of peace, not a place of burden. And so it's nothing that you can do really other than like not, you know, just kind of respond instead of react to situations, you know, not intentionally cause unnecessary dramas or whatever. But other than that, it's like it's up to him because he has a power struggle. It's like with those 2 8s. I think it's not just you. I think he's quite a bit of a loner with that hermit there. Starry night to know about connection with the Aries. Ooh, a love interest may reveal his or her hidden intentions or dark side. If you've been living in a fantasy, the harsh reality could hit you hard. So you may see a side of him. Like, yeah, this person's full of indecision. You can't make a relationship work with 1 foot in and 1 foot out. He's still wavering. Could be. Maybe about him having 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like, it's like the illusion of him, like, wanting something serious. The reality could be that he's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, which you already know. And Starry Night needs to know about connection with Aries. Mixed messages, yeah. If you're receiving mixed messages from a lover, go by this person's actions, not his or her words. Don't believe everything you're told. Yeah, so I think the illusion, part of the illusion can be broken if you look at his actions, not things that he's saying, but how he's acting. Yeah, your lessons in karma. You may be clinging to a relationship believing it's karmic or there's a lesson to learn. The karma has completed itself. The new lesson is to let go. Hmm. One more, Spirit. Settling. You're settling for a relationship that doesn't make you happy. Perhaps you fear alone or starting over. Yeah, so you're saying don't settle. Yeah, not coping, whether it's a trauma from the past, a work or family matter, or another cause. Your love interest isn't coping or feels stressed. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, it looks like if you want to know the truth, look at this person's actions. And they're saying don't settle for a relationship that doesn't make you happy, like you're not happy, you know? And why you feel like you're, like, still there? Is you fear being alone, or do you fear starting over? Yeah, but you kinda want things to change, you know? You like him, but you're not happy. But it looks like basically when it comes down to it, he's gonna have to change the way he looks at the situation, go within, and find comfort in the connection, peace in the connection. Um, so it has to come from him. Like it's saying, just kind of look at his actions, you know? You're welcome. I'm sorry you got a migraine. That sucks. Sending you good energy. You're welcome, sorry night. Get you some good rest. They say caffeine helps. I don't know if you ever tried that. But yeah, I hope you get better soon. And I'm gonna hop off and grab a bite to eat, and I'll see everybody. Yeah, I heard caffeine can help with migraines. But I'll see you guys again soon. Alright, bye guys.